Okay, it is Sunday, day 1 of week 4, and I have been cooped up in the house all day. I'm traveling this week, and I just decided I was going to do all my food prep for the week, and I'm going to take my food with me. So been doing that all day. I also finally recorded my supplements video, so got that done. House is clean, kitchen's clean, and it is a gorgeous day out. So I still got to go do my leg workout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run to the gym as my cardio today, as my kind of warm up, and then I'm going to hit leg day. So you got to make the most of whatever you got. So I'm going to basically try to take advantage of a little bit of the sunshine, and maybe my husband will be back from fishing when I'm done and I won't have to run back. Here it is, week 4, food prep. Bang that all out. I've been spending hours doing this. So the big change on my macros this week, 9 ounces of ribeye. So I cut up my 10-ounce ribeyes and portioned them into 9s, and then took the leftover and put it back in the freezer so I didn't waste any. So 90 ounces of ribeye and 4 ounces of shrimp. That's about 15 shrimp. So I have my bag of shrimp over here. They'll be thawing in the refrigerator. My keto muscle bowls stayed the same. So 8 ounces of ground beef and 2 eggs. These are the ones I'm going to travel with. So don't judge me about the plastic bags. I'm using them to travel. I thought about bringing other containers, but this will be the best. And the other change is I only get 1 of these guacamole cups a day. So basically a quarter of a avocado each meal, but I'll probably just do half of one of these with each meal or a whole one. And then I'm gonna do 1 fat cycling day, just like last week. So I made a portion of the chicken thighs and beef liver last week and put it in the freezer. There it is, frozen. So I'll be traveling with it and it'll be thawed out by the time I get there. And then this is the Fat Cycling Day muscle bowl, which is the 93.7 ground beef, 5 ounces of butternut squash, 2 eggs, and 2 egg whites. There it is in all its glory. I was gonna try to just cook when I got there, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna bring my stuff with me. It is Tuesday morning of week 4, and I have been running around like crazy. I have so much going on right now and trying to get my training in and food prep and work and tennis and life. It's been crazy. I've had to do a lot of prioritizing and time management, but I've kind of failed a little bit this week. Just, not getting enough sleep, staying up too late, and I can definitely feel it in my body when I don't get enough sleep or if I'm feeling a little bit stressed and frantic. So, Monday night, was it Monday night? No. Sunday night. Oh my gosh. I did a very tough leg workout and did it late in the evening. Ate dinner late. Everything was late. Didn't get good sleep. And I cramped all night long. It was absolutely awful. I've never had that happen before. It was all in my hamstrings and my glutes, which is exactly what I was working. But I've never felt that before. So I ended up having to get up in the middle of the night multiple times, walk around, and then I finally got up and took some Vega Hydrator with some apple cider vinegar, and I took another magnesium pill, and I finally got some sleep in the morning. So anyways, I started Monday off exhausted, went to work, and realized that I was exhausted when I got done. I needed to go work out. I played tennis in the morning, so I had to get up early, play tennis, played not good tennis. So when I got done with work, I was like, you know what? I'm exhausted. So I went home and I took a nap. This seems to be a pattern with me right now, but I listened to my body and I was like, I have to take a nap. I am exhausted. So I took a nap. So I got to the gym a little later than I wanted to, but I ended up having a really great workout. I came straight home from the gym. I ate my food. I sat and really concentrated on my food and had a good meal. And I did get myself to bed at a decent time last night. So feeling much better this morning and catching up on everything, but still going to be pretty busy. My meals did change this week. So just a little bit different, a little less calories, a little less fat. I'm not gonna lie, I am missing more fat. I don't know what it is, I just want fat. That's actually, I'm not craving anything else, I just want more fat. It's weird, so we'll see how that goes. I'm still eating a pretty close, it's 69, 69% fat right now, but it's working though. This morning, after a good night's sleep and everything we did, the scale finally moved again. I'm at 149.9, so technically under 150. So we'll see if that continues this week. And I'm just gonna trust the process and see how it goes. I gotta get more sleep. That's all I can say. Okay, it's Tuesday of week 4, and I just finished my lat and calves workout, and it was really good. I played tennis beforehand, and I think I tweaked my ankle and my foot a little bit, but kind of worked it out. I went ahead and did the calves anyways, and I think that made it feel a little bit better. But anyways, I want to say I ranted in one of my videos about how frustrated I was with the crowded gym and not being able to get my supersets in, and how frustrated I was. Well, I am getting really good at just making my presence known. I leave something next to my machine, like my water bottle or a band or something, kind of to mark my place, and that's been working. I've also decided that I am just going to be that person who gives you the eye and doesn't let people take my stuff. So I've been making it a little bit more known that, you know, I'm using a machine. I'll tell someone like, hey, I have one more set, or you can work in with me, but I'm going to be continuing to work on this machine. So I think it's just really important that you assert yourself in the gym, be polite, and offer to let someone work in. Because a lot of times people are just sitting there. And now I also will just walk up to someone. If they're sitting on the machine and I want to use it, I'll be like, can I get a set in? I'll ask to work in with them. And that's been working great. So I got out of there much faster than I normally do. So the other thing I want to talk about real quick is I am wearing my weight belt all the time now. One of my things is that I have a very wide core because my core is very strong. I do a lot of CrossFit, so CrossFit athletes tend to have a really defined obliques, which doesn't work for bodybuilding. So bodybuilding is all about aesthetics. It's not about strength necessarily. You want to have a tiny little waist, so I'm having to work on that by trying not to fire up my obliques. So I've seen women in the gym wearing their weight belts even when they're doing bicep curls or anything. And I keep hearing from all of the competitors that I follow on like YouTube and stuff that they wear their weight belt to try to minimize their recruitment of their obliques. And I've been wearing it now, and I do feel a difference. I can tell, like, I'm pulling a little bit more. I can feel my obliques wanting to fire. So it's really been helping with trying to keep them from flaring out and stuff. So when you see people wearing their weight belts and they're doing, you know, accessory movements and stuff, that's why. We're trying to keep our waist tiny. And, you know, it's not that bad. It definitely makes me think about my abs and keeping them in tight. The other really cool thing I'm loving is a friend of mine posted these Cobra grips on Instagram, and she said they're great. And I've seen other women using grips at the gym too, and I was like, what are those for? Now, I've used lifting straps in the past for like heavy deadlifts and stuff, but I never thought about using them for like lat pulls and seated rows and dumbbell work. Well, they really make a difference. What they do is they go around your wrists. Here, I'll show you. They're padded, they're really comfortable, so they kind of work as a little bit of a wrist support. And then they have this nice thick pad. Well, this can go around the dumbbell or the barbell or whatever you're using, and you wrap your hand around it, and it helps you grip. So you might be able to lift a little heavier. Like, I know that when I'm doing like one arm pull downs, my grip starts to go, it gets tired. Well, this helps you hold onto the bar more, and you can do heavier weight. And then you're also going to focus on the muscle you're trying to work more than like holding onto the bar. So I am a huge fan, and I use them all the time now. I never thought I would, but this is a must. So I would say that these grips, a weight belt, and then the other thing that is a must is the hip circle. Hip circles are amazing, and everyone should have them if you want to grow glutes or you want to activate your glutes. This is the one from Mark Bell, and it's fantastic. And it is a game changer. Just wearing this when doing squats or doing hip bridges and stuff really activates your glutes. So anyways, there's my little rant. I thought I'd share some tips. I was going to tell you about this last week, but my video was getting too long. Okay, so it is Wednesday morning and I got up super early. I'm so tired. I haven't been sleeping well. Anyways, got up super early this morning and went and got an InBody done. I mean, not InBody, Bod Pod done. Surprisingly, was a pretty big difference between this and the InBody. I have a 22.7% body fat, which is still a good body fat percentage, but a big difference from 16.8, which is what I got on the InBody. My lean muscle mass is 116.2 pounds and fat's 34.3. So anyways, good thing to know. I mean, I have a lot more work to do before my show, and the man said that he felt like I have a lot of intramuscular fat, which means fat kind of intertwined in my muscle, and possibly some like abdominal fat inside of me. So, because he said I didn't really look like 22%, but I know I have a lot of extra fat, especially in my legs and stuff. So this will be a good test. I also did the little handheld Omron test, which is another bioelectrical impedance one, and it actually was pretty close to the Bod Pod. It said 20%, and then basically the interesting thing though is the BMI chart puts me at 22.8, and it correlates to this, which is interesting. I'm questioning that machine a little bit. The guy running it is like literally probably one of the original Bod Pods. So a pretty old machine. I looked at it and I'm like, this is like literally like the original Bod Pod. It's pretty old and stuff, but it's still a good measure. I'll get another one in 42 days in June, so we can see, and then I'll get more InBodies done and kind of compare. So anyways, off to the dentist.